Hi, everybody. Ian Bremmer here. I've got your world in more than 60 seconds. But you know what? I'm going to go shorter than I have over the last few months because we can see the light at the end of the tunnel on coronavirus. And when we get to life as whatever the new normal is, I'm going back to 60. But for now, let's say world in 180 seconds, around the world in 180 seconds. We're going to do that going forward. Take 3 of your questions, 1 minute each. Here we go to start. The Biden administration announced its first sanctions. How will it affect U.S.-Russia relations? Not very much, about as bad as they were under the Trump administration. Even though Trump personally wanted to be aligned with Putin, the administration was not. This is the same approach on sanctions as we've seen from the European Union. They could go a lot harder. It's not sector level. It's not major state enterprises. It's a few Russian officials that were involved in the chemical program for Russia. And at the end of the day, the Russians are annoyed, but they're not going to hit back. That's that. Okay, Myanmar's protests are getting more violent. Will it get worse, and how will it end? It's hard to imagine it not getting worse. I mean, now you see dozens getting killed in one day. The fact is that Aung San Suu Kyi would be allowed back in government eventually, probably, if that meant that the military still was able to control the elections. I can't see her being willing to do that and provide the legitimacy. And so as a consequence, you kind of have a standoff where they can push the elections earlier, but it's going to be unfree and unfair. And that means that Myanmar is going to still be run by the military. And the Chinese government is more than happy with that. You are starting to see some other governments in the region trying to act as conduits for discussion to see if a compromise can be worked out, because clearly the violence is troubling. Hard to see it happening. So again, this is going to get uglier before it gets better. What's the story with former French President Nicolas Sarkozy going to jail? Well, he has a 3-year sentence, 2 of which has been suspended, but 1 is going to be house arrest. First time you've seen that from a former French president, and for corruption, for influence peddling, and so that's a pretty big precedent in France. We've already seen it, of course, in Italy with Berlusconi. Big question is, do we see it in the United States? You know, that's people will be talking about that, no question. That's it. That's your world in 180. Talk to you guys next week. Be good. Avoid people.